Almost 1 year ago, I test drove my mate's HILUX Rogue.
Get how fun these are to drive. It packs a lot of punch.
As you can see, I had a bit too much fun.
That was impressive.
Since then, my mate Sean has been very busy modifying
I cut the side here.
this already very capable vehicle into one of the most kitted HILUX Rogues getting around.
It took me 1 year.
What has he done?
I get a lot of questions about this.
And how did he do this without a tray and canopy?
So what we have here, we have...
G'day guys, welcome back to Modified. Today we have a 2023 HILUX Rogue with every single thing in it that you could think of, but it doesn't have a custom tray and canopy, which means it's saved about 30 to 50 grand. You might have noticed it's got the wider stance being the new Rogue. Hey guys, this is Sean from Mission 4x4. You may have seen him before on such videos as...
Mate, I got 60 k's of wire behind my car.
Ronny, can you hear me? Ready, check?
You've had a few cars actually. Coming from an FJ and a Troopy, how does this compare as a car to drive?
It's more stable on the road. You got more control on the corners.
Do you prefer driving this?
City driving, of course, the HILUX has been an automatic. Long distance, I like the Troopy.
All on your face, let me know that you need me.
Let's start with the front end. This bar looks pretty awesome, I think.
So this bull bar is from Off-Road Animal. They're based in Victoria, built particular for the wide body HILUX. With the bar came the tilted number plate brackets and the bash plates and the recovery points.
Do you have a winch?
Not at the moment, which is fine because the Off-Road Animal bull bar, it gives me the option to add the winch after.
But these don't come with a snorkel, do they?
No, they don't.
But you opted to put a Toyota snorkel on, which is not actually a snorkel, it's just a raised air intake.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm guessing you went with this because you don't get that massive blind spot, right?
That's correct, because it's a very slim design where the pillar is, and that's what I like about it.
How high are you sitting?
2 inch?
Looks bigger than 2 inch.
Yes, because originally the HILUX Rogue, it came higher than a normal in SR5 by 2 inch. So technically, I'm sitting at 3.5 maybe. The offset on this wheel, it's negative 12, 35 mils on each side. And then I choose the offset wheels.
So looking at 47 mil.
47 mil, and it gave me plenty of room, and that's why I didn't need the body chop. But the only things I've done, it's chopping here. So that body there.
Oh, the mud flap is gone too, right?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
What size are the wheels then?
That's a 33s, 285, 75, 17. An all-terrain, Baja Boss. They are very quiet on the road, so that's what I like about them, and they still aggressive.
With the rear steel leaf suspension, upgraded GVM or?
No. So the only company was doing the suspension for the HILUX Rogue was the EFS. So I managed to get the remote reservoir adjustable suspension for it with an upgraded upper control arm, and that's the only one was available on the market. It took me 1 year to source bull bar suspensions and yeah, the rest of the stuff. Attached to the canopy, we have 4 Mack-Trax with the Mack-Trax lockable pins, and we have the shower. Quick and easy on the driver's side next to the water. A lockable shovel, the solar panels connected to my 12-volt system, and we have the 270-degree awning on the passenger side attached to the tent as well. If I want to remove everything, just unplugging a couple of cables and I can lift the whole thing up, back to the top.
What's this like on fuel, Sean, with all this stuff on it?
So far so good. I'm getting 14.2 per 100.
That's an honest answer too.
She's heavy. I upgraded the fuel tank to an ARB 140 litre, so that gave me almost 1,000 Ks.
That's kind of the magic number you want.
Yeah.
Sean has cut a hole into the side of the HILUX. Why?
A lot of people, they think, you know, oh, is this a Rogue thing? No, it's not. So this...
Oh really? They think it's a Rogue thing?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. I wanted an easy access to get water out from my tank and a breather. So I thought I cut the side here, and then I installed a Troopy utility hatch, and I have the tank filler, an outlet for water, basically a hot water inside, and a breather.
We're now going to look through the whole canopy. We're We're going to brush through both sides because where everything is really happening is on the back.
That's correct, yeah.
And it's also his time to shine when we get to the back. You'll see what I mean.
Oh yeah.
It's more or less a maintenance side and a storage side. Is that correct?
Storage side, correct, yes. Hot water connected to the utility hatch to have a shower after when I drop the curtain. The water tank sitting right here, right behind the drawer system. So I have 110 litres.
Right over the rear axle.
And
Cool.
what I have here, a special a storage compartment where I store all my bulky items, such as long chairs and camping tables and stuff like that, and access them from left and right.
Well, that was the utility side, so what is this side?
I call it a camping cafe, where I keep all my coffee, and I have my charging station where I keep all my torches, my red arc screen where I can monitor what my solar's doing and my battery.
This is like mission control side, I'd say. You got the travel buddy on this side.
Yes, sitting on special brackets, mounted on the roof.
One thing I can vouch for, this man cooks some bloody good meals. He kept us fed the whole way along the back.
10 hours.
Is that the same oven?
That's the same oven.
Oh, you took it out of the trip and put it here?
Yep.
I know these lights.
They
Oh,
are...
you got the new ones, the dimmables.
Yeah, tell me where they are.
Well, tell me what they are.
Yeah.
The PDP lights.
Well, you said that you know the lights.
Yeah. You tested me out. Time to shine, mate.
Yeah, so what we have here, we have a Mission 4x4 full kitchen design with an integrated 2 gas burner, and we have a fridge slider with storage underneath it as well. So on the right hand side here, we have the kitchen slide out and a hidden compartment for your spices and your kitchen essentials.
Oh, so that stays as a gap for the drawer.
That's right, this is where the cooker slides in.
How do you find that cooker?
It's not the best if it's windy. But what I do, I carry a wind deflector, so which I connect around the cooker when I'm cooking in the wind, basically. What I like about it, it's got the gas regulator, so I can use the 2 or 4 kilogram gas bottle. Natural wood, so this is a food friendly, so you can chop food and you know, prep food on it, and everything is made from aluminium. And we have 3 drawers above the kitchen, and one I use for my pantry, and where I keep all my dry food here, and Jumanji. And camping gear, second drawer. This is 1 meter long by 500 wide, so you can carry a lot of gears in there. And then also I have the top one as well for all my longer items, my tools, and I got a Milwaukee compressor. You know, this is as a backup, and you'd be surprised, I used it before and I pumped 4 tires with this. It took me ages and I burned 2 batteries, but I got the job done. The fridge, it's a 72 liters National Luna sitting on a slider, and then underneath it, extra chopping board, all the stuff that I use basically when I'm cooking. This special space where I can fit 2 front runner chairs in there. And then above the storage under the fridge, I have this special...
you'll slide
yeah,
out.
so basically what I do, I grab all my food from the fridge, I put it on this table, I slide the fridge in, minimize this as much as I need, and then this is how I work. I got this, I prep, I cook, and I feed you.
I like the sound of that.
I'm gonna add to it and enjoy the breakfast on this beautiful campsite. And this is 2 section, they bolt together. Bolted in the floor using rib nuts, so if I don't need this section, I can take it out and clean the car if I want to.
How do you find this setup compared to your Troopy?
It's a same concept. With the Troopy, you have to actually design it based on your access because you need the Troopy to get inside.
Yeah.
So you can't get a kitchen that wide, so it has to be very narrow, so you're very limited.
That is actually, it's quite wide here, isn't it?
Yeah.
When I test drove the Rogue when it was in stock form, I noticed it had carpet inside the tub.
I had trouble keeping dust out of my Hilux.
Holy dooly, someone has a dust issue. A very bad dust issue.
And I know for a fact that that short drive we did in on that gravel road, this would be dusty and white. It's not. This seal is actually working.
Is the seal still holding up as well as it did back then?
How do you find the seal on the Hilux?
They are really good.
Still holding up?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Sean, this is very unusual for you. Normally, well, I'm used to seeing an aircraft cockpit laid out with every single thing you can find.
Engaged roof console. Takes the leg.
Oh, you got one there too?
Yeah. Phone holder here.
Do you need that for the FJ?
Just table, Ronnie. This is really handy.
Well, it seems like he's changed his habits.
I haven't done much inside. All I did, I added a phone mount, a mount for my off-road GPS, and the UHF radio.
Where did you mount the radio?
The unit is inside behind the glove box.
Where I put my one in my old HILUX.
That's it.
Ah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, well, I remember you saying that's not the best place to put it, and now you've done it too.
Oh shit.
Oh, hang on. What about this?
Oh, this is
Now that.
that's the best things I ever done.
Be honest, be honest.
Very comfy. Because this, the way the door is, it's really uncomfortable.
Yeah, your arm just slides off
And
the HILUX.
your arm slides off. The only thing is, sometimes when you shut the door, this will fly to the next chair.
They sit better on the Troopy.
Yeah.
Because you just bought a Troopy. There it comes, here it comes.
Yeah.
The car's for sale.
Yeah, the car is for sale, for the right price, basically.
You alright?
Yeah.
Yep, he's alright.
Oh, we're recording.
Alright, Shawnee, we
Yeah.
got rained out.
Yeah.
That's why we're in the studio now. You can go anywhere right now. Where do you want me to take you?
To my workshop.
To your work. Okay. These three vehicles behind us, which one do you like the most?
Troopy.
Why?
Long distance drive.
So where would you place the FJ?
Up to Landslin only.
Oh, ouch. What about the HILUX then?
HILUX definitely is a second choice. Being a 5-seater and great for family, you can carry a lot of things by turning it to tray canopies or like wall body canopies. Fuel economy is fantastic as well.
Out of those three cars, which one's the most comfortable for driving long distance?
Troopy.
You got more room to wiggle around on the seat.
It's hard to explain, but the Troopy, it's just the position of the seat and when you hold the steering wheel, the angle of your feet. I find it because I've driven the Troopy all the way down to Over East, and it was very, very comfortable. I've driven the HILUX from Perth to Esperance, and I got a sore back.
Interesting.
And everybody is different,
Yeah,
but,
well, I got a sore back in my HILUX too, driving to Adelaide and back.
Yeah, yeah.
What makes the HILUX so much different?
The rear tailgate.
No, that's a valid point. Explain.
It's very useful. Sometimes, for example, if I want to catch up with mates and we're going on the trip, meeting points, I get there earlier, just go at the back, drop the tailgate, I can sit there, have a coffee, have a drink. On the beach, you can park in front of the beach instead of getting a chair out, put the tailgate, sit down on it. And then the way you've seen my car, so I can slide the kitchen out, and while I'm sitting on the tailgate, I have the table next to me as well. I kept the original look of the car by having a normal canopy.
I personally prefer a tub as well over the whole tray and all that. You're up much higher on a tray, so with a tub, it's kind of aligned with the body. It just looks better. You can sit on the back.
Exactly, less weight.
Saving a shitload of money.
Exactly, and you just have to watch like how you're gonna design it, because having a top, once you put a canopy, it's hard to get into right to the middle.
And it's hard to not scratch the side of getting into the middle.
Exactly, and that's why I put that long box, storage box, so I can throw things in it.
Yeah.
And then one of the other reason I like the tailgate, it's having a rooftop tent, drop it down, you can stand on it.
Oh,
and
help close the
rooftop. Because it gives you an extra height to reach the rooftop tent instead of standing on the rear bumper bar.
Yeah, or the rear wheel or something.
Yeah.
What was the hardest thing to do to the vehicle?
Cutting the side. I cut the side of the...
for the panel?
For the panel, for the water.
Oh, because there's a big curve right where you cut it.
That's right, yeah. It's not just a curve, it's double skin.
Oh.
Yeah, so when I start cutting it, first of all, cutting through brand new car, I had that feeling like, ooh, brother, ooh, the curve and the second skin has got a different curve, so you have to cut a bit lower for the second one because the utility hatch goes that way.
Yeah, okay.
And that was really hard.
After these mods, how does it feel driving it now? And is it more sluggish? Like you would notice the weight now, right, when you take off. Is there a bit of a lag?
Yes, there is, no, I didn't notice that because you know how the HILUX, the Rogue, even the SR5, it comes with the power switch.
Oh, okay.
So with my FJ, I had throttle controller. I didn't need that in the Rogue. After the modification, it's got heavier, so I used the power switch.
Yeah.
And then I noticed it's exactly like the throttle controller.
Still have the HILUX, and you've sold your Troopy, you've sold your FJ, but
Yes.
now there's another Troopy.
Which I already had.
My new Troopy 2.8 and automatic.
Do you feel it drives very different to the HILUX Rogue?
Yes, it does. I have all the options. I got an automatic, I got a 2.8 for fuel economy, and I got plenty of power. Plenty of power. Comparing the 2.8 to the HILUX, the way you drive, you have the 76. There's a
different
lot
ratio.
of power. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same
different
power,
ratio,
just different
yeah.
ratio.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Imagine if I put that ratio in the HILUX.
Ooh, I would never sell the HILUX.
Yeah, and then they put solid axles on the HILUX.
Yeah.
And then they change the seating position.
Yeah, see the HILUX, HILUX has been a HILUX, no question asked. It's a great vehicle, you know, I love it. I love the HILUX. At the moment, it's not for me.
Thanks for coming on again.
Always, thanks for having me here.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
See you to the next episode.